Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And complete to Drake London. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That's caught at the 3. Touchdown! Lawrence Cager from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Seahawks. Pat Freiermuth from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got Rome. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown, Broncos! Aaron Jones from 13 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a first down carry by Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They go play fake. Mahomes. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go back to the ground with Jones, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Bridgewater's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go play action. Bridgewater. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Deebo Samuel, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
90 yards rushing now for Zeke. He's got a first down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Ross St. Brown
from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Deebo Samuel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. And caught by London. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.